I'm going to show you how to take a blood sample from Rupert. Firstly, you get the machine, the AccuCheck machine. I'll have some sticks in here to take his sample. Now, you've got to be very careful. They're quite thin, so they can stick together. So just grab one stick out and make sure you've only got one. Gently just place the gold end inwards. Don't push it all the way in, otherwise the machine will turn on. Just getting ready. Get one of your blood punctures out of the box. I will have these already preloaded, ready to go. There will be a spare box of unloaded ones downstairs, but you won't, under the cupboard, under the microwave, but you won't need to get those, I don't think. So this is how it works. You'll see there's a little button there. That's what you actually push. The circle side in is what you actually push down directly, really hard, onto his pad, and then push this to release it to get the blood sample. So you get that. Get a couple of swabs. You can reuse the same swabs, that's not an issue. One dry swab, and then one swab that we're going to moisten his pad and heat it up. Now, you may or may not need to use this. When the weather's warm and his pads are quite warm, you generally don't need to, but I'll show you how to go about warming his pad up by moistening the swab first in the microwave. So you bring these things down here to the top of the stairs. Put the monitor, your blood puncher and the dry swab there. Certainly in the evening you'll probably be best to turn both of these lights on, because then you get a good light coming down here so you can see properly. Daylight now it's fine, but overnight it's usually not. Okay, get your swab. Moisten it, squeeze it out, like so. Microwave over here, pop it in. Now, this is the power button here, so you keep pushing this till it comes around to 500. And then when it's 500 there, then when we turn this knob here, this is the time. So just turn that to 10, 15 seconds. It doesn't really matter, 10 to 15. I'll just put it on 10. Jet start, and that will heat it up. Make sure Rupert's around so that you can grab him quickly after this is warmed up, because it does cool off fairly quickly. Stop button, turn off the microwave, grab this. If it's still a bit moist, just squeeze out the extra moisture. And if it's nice and warm, Rupert, come here. Oh, good boy. Okay, then we just, here are his two pads. You use this pad or this pad. You can just alternate feet morning and night if you like. Then pop it on here for about 20 to 30 seconds just to warm up his pad. And just gauge the temperature of how this feels. If it's really, really hot, don't put it on burning. You just want it a nice warm, not too hot, not too cold really, just right, so to speak. Because otherwise if it's too hot it'll make his pads go hard and blister. Okay, now the really important thing now is to make sure this is really well dried. Because if it's not, what will happen when you take the blood sample, it'll just, instead of forming a bubble, it'll just go flat on his pad to mix with the water, and then that's going to make it impossible to get a sample. All right. Okay, so you can see the circle down. My hands are just underneath the pad here, just to push this pad up a bit. So I'm pushing up from here and down from here so I can get good force. And then I push it on fairly firmly. There we go. Okay, there you can see a nice bubble forming there. Now, to get a good bubble, if it's not that big, which it won't, sometimes in the morning it takes a bit of time to get it, you've just got to keep pushing with your two fingers on each side, left and right hand, just to get a really good size bubble. It's coming up now. It's a bit slow. Oops, Rupert. Okay, then push your AccuCheck on, push the stick right in. Now you'll see a number 222 come up. Then when it's ready to use, the little bubble comes up, the little droplet comes up saying it's ready to go. This will stay on for about 30 seconds and then it will turn off automatically. So you've got to make sure that that's on with the droplet for it to work. Then you put it directly on top, vertically. There you go, you'll hear it beep, it draws it up. And then in a minute we'll see a number will come up, which is his reading, 6.2. So he's done. You just dry off his pad. That won't bleed at all. It'll just, just dab it, and then that just stops straight away. Then record your reading on the sheet, the time and the reading. So it's obviously 11:30. This is the second one I've done today, 6.2. Turn your machine off at the little button there. It turns it off. Take that out, throw it away. All done.